Oh, that'd be 8.9.
So there's two things you need to know about this poem. First is that this is also a poem about a girl. I apologize, I'm actually hopeless. Secondly, to the great disdain of my mother, who drove 4 hours to come watch us, love you mommy, this is a true story. It's called Trail Point Village. The room was a busy rectangle, things scattered about. There were tables and couches and board games stacked high like a young sunflower sprout. There was a lady on the computer in the corner playing solitaire against cyberspace, and orange Christmas lights wrapped round a log masquerading in the fireplace. The place was eclectic, to say the least, a very peculiar biome, but in the corner, seized by literature, an old piano made itself home. I shuffle in. After noticing the not-so-grand piano, I navigate the mess and sit on the bench, and a flowering girl sits alongside, longing for the sunlight of my attention. She gazed in vain, her pride and pain, for she was young and my eyes she could not restrain. In fact, I didn't even acknowledge her while playing. Now, don't worry. I wasn't throwing in pigs, my instrumental pearls. I'd only taken about 10 lessons, and my main inspiration, ironically, was impressing girls. Sprite, yeah. After I finished my tune, I go and talk with the strangers who just entered the room. We sat at 3 tables end to end, conversation starting and stopping like a mid-game bingo wheel. We were new friends. In the midst of our socializing, I saw someone spectacular, for I was in need of a musical muse, and in fact, it was her. She was clothed with hidden beauty, with eyes, oh man, her eyes shimmered like the reflections of oceanic sunset skies. I didn't know what I'd say, nor what I'd do. Honestly, I'm not great with flirtatious social cues, but then I got this pesky feeling that she didn't smile that often. In a wave of courage, I committed to at least trying to get her countenance to soften, so I began on the keys. Gingerly, slightly shaking at the knees, playing with belligerent hands that moved indiscriminately, looking to please the face of beauty. She is turned round by the piano's melodious ring, so now, fed with affirmation, I begin to sing. For 15 minutes I pour out passion, chord progressions and lyrics I mold, craft and fashion wholeheartedly. I sing ballads, hymns, anthems, devotion, and art. After exhausting my arsenal of 3.5 songs, the piano and I finally part. Silence. And a single tear falls from her face. I had done it! In her heart I had won my place. She could not speak. She could not speak. She could not speak. And I'd like to say that's because of how wonderful my performance was that day. But that's the reality in which she's confined to stay. I grab hold of her wheelchair and move her to the other side of the room, alongside others who had been swept aside by that same societal broom. Glass-walled birds chirping behind me. I thank her for who she is, and after I pray with her, I quietly dismiss. I exit that nursing home. Into my world of ambition, excitement, and joy, I exit a jettison, forever changed simply by serenading a senile 70-year-old senior citizen.